Mike and Joline. Our mission is to create quality videos of our outdoor activities, which includes hiking, skiing, mountain biking, dual sport motorcycling, and just about anything else that strikes your fancy. We live in Mt Shasta, which is in far northern California, and we take our travel trailer around the western United States, staying in state parks, Forest Service campgrounds. We boondock on BLM and National Forest locations, and this is just telling a little bit of our current story. To hike in this area, take WA Bar Road past Lake Siskiyou, past the campground, past, you'll see a road to the left and one to the right also, but the one to the left has something about an archery club. And the next road you see to the right is where we started from. There's some parking spaces along the side. Okay, this is an afternoon walk, and days are short, so it's already getting dark at 2:30, but dark-ish. Some old roads, and we kind of do some boondocking. It's an area you just absolutely never see anybody in.
Bushwhacking.
What do I call it? Boondocking?
Boondocking.
Okay, voiceover. I don't know if I'll catch any in the camera on this walk that we do, but there's all kinds of fire rings out here, and this area used to be very popular for camping. Don't know how many years ago. It hasn't been used for quite a while. And if you look up there, you see the rocks at that car parking place. We're walking down an old road, but they've blocked it off, and all the roads into here have been blocked off. And so no real camping in here, except last summer we saw people camping in there. They would park on the paved road that we just came from, and obviously walk down with their tents and gear. And when we saw that, I don't know, we didn't want to intrude on them, so it kind of affected a little bit our walking down here. But as soon as you get to the fall and spring, where the weather isn't all that good, you don't see people camping in here. And we've come down here a number of times this fall and seen nobody, which is nice. Yeah.
I'm trying to kind of let you go first.
No, I want to get you in the camera. That's why I turned to show you. Now this is funny. I think I put it on my chest, and it keeps the GoPro image fairly steady. I see people that mount them on helmets, like for motorcycles or bike riding or such, and it's jerky because people move their head around and it's kind of too quick for the camera. It kind of
gives you a smoother.
Doesn't look good. Putting it on the chest.
You're not swiveling around your whole body.
No, you get a much smoother picture. Again, nice thing about this area is that we're on an old road right now, but you don't have to be. If you look through there, the undergrowth is not all that dense, and you can just wander around all over the place in here, which we tend to do. And we don't have to put the dogs on leash because there is nobody here. And this is Siskiyou County. We're actually not in the National Forest right here. A little further on, it becomes National Forest, and there people can legally camp. But I wouldn't doubt that people camp down here all the time anyway. I don't think there's any enforcement. But only in the summer. We don't see it once the weather gets a little cooler and days get a little shorter, spring or fall. Oh, what now? Is it stick time again? Is that the stick? Yeah, that's your stick. Ooh, I got it. You characters. Oh, and that's one of the issues about that dog back there. She likes to bark, and we try to stop it. Yeah, she's pretty good-natured. Now Sadie's the older of the two dogs. She's a year older than Kashie. So Kashie, we got her at 8 weeks, and Kashie just always looked up to Sadie as her, kind of big sister that took her cues from Sadie. She did. And then she got bigger than Sadie. She outweighs Sadie by 10 pounds. Yeah, Kashie's about 60 pounds and Sadie's about 45 pounds. And poor Sadie goes from being big sister to being manhandled by her little sister at times. Her little sister is now bigger. Although Kashie still defers to Sadie on almost everything. Ever since she was a pup, she looked up to Sadie. And again, I say you can wander around anywhere, but where Sadie is going is something I don't really want to wander through. It's funny, I talk about forest roads, and the motorcycle when I ride that, and some of the more forest roads are pretty rough. And this was a forest road once, but it's been closed off. Although if it wasn't closed off, this would still be in better shape than some of the ones that you can legally ride your motorcycle on. Haven't really seen any signs saying you can't do it. I suppose if you brought a mountain bike in here, I don't know if anybody would be upset with that or not. Yeah, I kind of doubt it too. Those boulders they had up there where we parked, they don't stop bicycles. No, they don't. Just block it off and assume that takes care of the problem. It does. Anything with four wheels, it pretty well blocks. I actually think the bank you see over there is the bank for the North Fork. South Fork is here. They're actually coming together just right in here. Is where they merge, just become the Sacramento River. Well, sunset today is supposed to be 4:42, and it is currently 2:50. So there's quite a bit of time till sunset, but we've got that kind of mountain ridge off to our left, and that sun will be below that ridge long before 4:42.
It says blue paint means it's been designated for removal.
Okay, yeah, good. What was your search term?
Blue paint on trees and forest.
Again, I tried that, but did you do it through Google or Siri?
Safari, I think so.
Yes, Safari actually uses Google. I don't know what Siri uses, but whatever it isn't very good.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we thought, marked for removal. But then again, I've seen those, and sometimes.
Well, it's interesting because over on North Shore, there's streets of black.
Yeah. Now there are lots and lots of old fire rings out here. This is a rather large one. I get the impression they stay for a long time. And that charcoal you see in there, I know people camp out here, so I mean it could be fresh, but I know from experience you can see charcoal on trees for 20, 30, 40 years after a fire comes through and chars their trunks. So just seeing charcoal doesn't necessarily give you any age dating. And now we are looking at the Sacramento River, but is there another branch on the other side over there? I mean, yeah, take a look at Gaia. Nope, the two rivers have come together here. There's just one. Yeah, the split, I don't know if we'll go that far, but where the two rivers come together is further towards the sun up that direction. I see what?
You can see how deep the river is.
Well, if we do it close right here, she won't get in too far. Okay, here comes a rock. Yeah. Now I could throw it anywhere, and there could be some deep pools. She loves to swim, but she doesn't have good fur for it. She's not exactly a Labrador or something that's got that double coat fur that keeps them warm in cold water. She gets very cold. So I'm not going to do it anymore. Getting her feet wet's okay.
Videos.
Yeah. Well, last look at the river.
Nice to show you.
You see, you guys are weird. We don't know what to think about this. These are different kinds of walks. Oh well, early days.
That's right.
That's why I haven't posted anything yet, because I'm still figuring things out. But some of this early stuff, I think people will be kind of interesting to see the trials and tribulations of trying to land a drone in your hand. Well, I've watched tutorial videos on how to do it, and the same thing. You know, they say, "See, it'll try to get away from me, but you got to hold the joystick down and And you don't, if you do it right, it shouldn't be trying to pull away from you so hard. So that puts extra strain on the motors and props and everything.
How do you do it where it doesn't think it's going to crash?
I don't know. Somehow maybe I let up, or I don't hold the joystick down as far as I should.
Yeah.
And part of that is that it kind of comes down pretty quick, and I'm afraid I'm going to miss it.
The blue trees seem to be cut.
Except again, like I said, we've seen them like that for years.
What happens is somebody comes out and marks them, and then the Forest Service changes its mind.
Yeah. Oh, I should take a look over the edge here. We're taking a road back. When we came down, we were below. There are a variety of different benches that this river has cut out over, gosh, tens of thousands of years probably. And we're on a higher bench. Further down you go, the steeper the banks get. And so if you're down below and you go quite a ways, at some point when you come up, you're scrambling up a steep bank, which we've done, but once you kind of know how it works, it's a little easier if you don't have to do that. Oh, more signs of winter, more ice. Again, I think it's what, November 28th or something, so we're not formally winter, but it's coming. And that's the national forest boundary, so people can camp beyond that. On this side, though, we're in the Siskiyou County land.
Isn't that interesting how well they have that boundary?
Oh, they do. They've marked it all the way along. So on the Siskiyou County side, you're not supposed to camp. And I don't think I saw people doing it. But again, it's not that far to the national forest. So.
And it'd be cool if we're just walking along and we see a bear.
If it was on, well, even if it wasn't on, right here, it just takes a moment to turn it on. So yeah. Once again, we did not get lost in the wilderness.